Barnaby, a scruffy terrier with an intellect far exceeding his diminutive stature, had a singular obsession: the treat cupboard. Specifically, the industrial-sized bag of bacon-flavored biscuits that resided on the top shelf, a glittering, tantalizing beacon of forbidden deliciousness. His human, a kind but oblivious woman named Eleanor, had unknowingly created the perfect security system, a cupboard with a child-proof latch. But Barnaby was no ordinary dog. He was a criminal mastermind, and tonight, the great treat heist would commence. His first step was intelligence gathering. For weeks, he'd observed Eleanor's daily routine, noting the telltale clink of the dog tags on the hook by the door when she left for her nightly walk. This was his window, but the walk itself was a distraction, a flimsy cover. He needed a proper diversion. The props were meticulously chosen. A squeaky rubber chicken, a relic from his puppyhood, would be his sound distraction. A throw pillow from the couch, flattened and chewed into a serviceable cushion, would be his elevation device. The most crucial prop, however, was a bright red sock, stolen from the laundry hamper. This would be the key to the cupboard latch. At precisely 8:07 p.m., Eleanor grabbed her keys. Barnaby, feigning a pre-walk nap, gave a languid stretch and a convincing yawn. Eleanor, fooled by his performance, smiled and said, "Looks like someone's tired tonight." Perfect. The moment the front door clicked shut, Barnaby sprang into action. First, the distraction. He grabbed the rubber chicken in his jaws and trotted to the living room, strategically placing it in the center of the floor. Then, the elevation device. He pushed the throw pillow against the cupboard door with his snout, creating a small step. With the stage set, he commenced the main operation. Using his surprisingly strong hind legs, he hopped onto the pillow. He was still too short. A moment of panic. Then he remembered the sock. He leaped and, with a precision born of pure desperation, snagged the sock from his mouth, using it to grasp the cupboard latch. He tugged and tugged. The latch held firm. He pulled again, a low growl of frustration rumbling in his chest. Finally, with a soft click, the latch gave way. The cupboard door creaked open, revealing the glorious bag of treats. Barnaby's heart hammered against his ribs. He had done it. He nudged the bag with his nose, trying to pull it down. It was too heavy. A new problem. He scrambled to the floor, thinking. Then he saw it. A small tear in the bottom of the bag, a tiny flaw he'd observed during a previous reconnaissance mission. He bit and tore at the hole, widening it just enough. A single treat, then two, then a cascade of bacon-flavored heaven tumbled onto the floor. He didn't need the whole bag, just a taste. He devoured a few, his tail wagging a silent, triumphant rhythm. As he finished his feast, he heard the jingle of Eleanor's keys outside. He quickly grabbed the rubber chicken, ran back to his spot on the rug, and pretended to be asleep, a few crumbs of evidence on his nose. When Eleanor walked in, she saw him, a picture of canine innocence, and the slightly ajar cupboard door. A knowing smile spread across her face. "Barnaby," she said, her voice full of affection, "you're a very clever little thief." Barnaby just thumped his tail, his secret safe, the taste of victory still fresh on his tongue. The great treat heist was a resounding success.